1-800-LOVE 191. That's 1-800-LOVE 191. And now here's Loveline with your hosts Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Drew likes to make frantic hand gestures to me right before the show starts, and then once we get on the air and I say, huh, he looks at me and goes, huh?
Just shake my head and then say, huh.
Phone number for Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. I'm Adam Carolla, and that is the ruggedly handsome Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. Tyra Banks is our guest tonight. Tyra Banks has herself a book called Tyra's Beauty, Inside and Out, so we'll talk a little bit about that tonight. Hi, Tyra.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Tyra was in here, I want to say 8 or 9 months ago.
Something like that.
Do you remember,
Oh,
Tyra?
I was very ill.
Yeah, when was that? 6, 8 months
about
ago?
9 months ago.
And Tyra came in and...
What happened, though? You just...
Yeah.
I had like some kind of bad stomach something. You gave me a prescription,
Yeah.
and I got it Rexall. It helped me so much.
Good.
I was having these horrible cramping pains. I was
Right.
vomiting and stuff.
Right. And, you know, a lot of the time when people come in or don't come in or they don't make the show, there's usually a BS excuse. And we've learned
They had
to
to
live with that
jog.
here. Yeah. What's her name from Baywatch?
Alexander Paul.
Alexander Paul said she couldn't come in because she had to jog the next morning.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I was mad at her publicist. And by the way, I saw her publicist later on when we did Politically Incorrect, and I yelled at him. I told him, you are not doing your job. This is negligent. Your job as a publicist is to lie.
Good.
That's the first thing they teach you in
Good liar.
Publicity 101 is how to lie your little ass off. Other than that, what good are you? So he stuck by the jogging story, but I told him he was a fool for not lying. But Tyra came in. She didn't lie. She was a trooper. She had a serious problem. She got hold of some, what? What'd you get hold of that night? Did you eat something
I
bad?
thought you meant what medicine. I think it was food.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it
Yeah.
was food. It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
food, yeah.
And Drew...
He examined me in the
Yes.
room back there. He asked me all
He
these
certainly
personal
did.
questions. Tyra, I have to ask you some personal things.
Oh, really?
Could you be pregnant?
Do you
Like,
find-
hell no, I couldn't be pregnant.
Do you find me attractive? Is that in there?
No, that
No,
wasn't in there.
he usually asks that. But he did get to sort of undo your jeans a little and rub your abdomen, right?
He did do that, actually.
Bastard. Wouldn't touch me. I went into his office with a problem once. He would not touch me. There was no undoing of the pants. There was no hopping up on the table. There was no nothing.
Why don't you clarify what you were asking for?
I had a little problem downstairs on
You're
the
gay.
Of course he wouldn't touch
the
that.
backside, and I told him, you know, do
The
your
back
job.
part. Ooh.
Yeah, do your job, Drew. And he would not do it. He yelled at me, and he held his ears and started singing the Pledge of Allegiance as I was telling him to do his job. So, anyway, Tyra was nice enough to come back. And, Tyra, I don't want to put you on the spot or embarrass you or anything, but there's a little bond between you and Drew when he was examining you, was there not? I mean...
Oh, I already had a crush on him, and he was going all over my stomach, and I was like,
knew it.
"Woo."
I knew you had a crush on
How
him.
did you know that?
I heard it from somebody. You know, word on the street, Drew. Maybe it was from Huggy Bear or Rooster or something. I gave some guy $20. He told me. But I knew she had a crush on you. Why do you like Drew? I mean, we can speak openly because...
He's smart, and he's attractive and intelligent. He's tall, and he took care of me.
right, and you like that.
Blah.
Yeah, he's a nurturer, that Drew.
Yes.
Now, Drew's married. He has the triplets. We understand.
Oh, yeah.
Show her the triplets. Oh, you guys could have some serious kids, though, Drew.
Oh, how cute.
Your jeans and Tyra's jeans, look at that. They're all in
Looks like a little
Hawaii.
ad. That's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, aren't they amazing
Very
kids?
nice.
They're
Those
great.
could have been yours. Except for,
I could still have a crush.
yeah. So, really, if Drew was single, would you date him?
Uh-huh.
What sign?
Oh, really?
Excuse me.
What sign are you, Drew?
Virgo.
That's so good with Sagittarius.
What What is Virgo? Is that the boring sign?
I've
The
got that
Virgin.
sign, yeah.
It's the Virgin.
The Virgin? That's Tyra's friend Robin, who's in here yelling off Mike. But that's all right. We can hear you. So you guys are compatible as far as the stars go. And you would date, would you not?
Yeah.
You really would?
Yeah.
And what about me?
Uh-huh.
I have taken more abuse in this department with more women coming in here and digging on Drew in the last 3 weeks. It's been pathetic, although all was made right when Natasha Henstridge came
That's
in
right.
here.
That's true.
Was she digging you?
Yes.
Did you see Species? I just saw it last night.
Was it good?
She was all naked in it. She showed her booty and stuff.
Oh, I got to see that. I got to move to this Canada. That's the only thing I can figure out, because she's from Canada.
Oh, she's Canadian.
Yeah. And I figure they must all look like that over there.
She's beautiful. She looks European, though. Don't you think like she should talk like this or something?
Yeah, she should.
Yeah.
But she's got a potty mouth. Turns me on.
A pouty mouth?
Potty.
What's a potty?
Potty's like something you go number 2 in.
Oh.
No, wait, come on. I mean, she has a...
No, I don't go number 2 in her
Good.
mouth. I'm not into that. I'm just saying she has she's got a little dirty mouth.
Right.
Yeah, I like
She
that.
doesn't hold back.
No. She's
Oh, she
very,
says what she wants to say.
she's unbridled. Yeah.
I got you.
You're that way too, right?
A little bit
All right, let's talk about you for a second.
about me.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up right here in California. I'm sorry, I'm eating Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
I grew
horrible.
up in California.
Really?
Right here.
Really?
I was born in Inglewood, California, at Centinela Hospital, a couple of blocks away from the Forum.
Right.
Right here.
And then what'd you do? Go to high school out there and everything?
No, I went to high school. I mean, I was born in Inglewood, but I wasn't raised there. I was
Where'd you
raised
move?
in L.A., like Olympic La Brea, L.A.
Right. So
And I went
like
to Catholic school, all-girl Catholic school. Immaculate Heart High School. With Robin.
Really? Wow.
I've known Robin for like 10 years.
You guys still got the outfits?
Oh, we still have them.
In the car.
And when did
We put them on for boys that like that.
what this is it's amazing. Can you imagine seeing Robin and Tyra slip into those Catholic schoolgirl outfits and then eat some of those Rice Krispie treats? Now when did you get into modeling? How old were you?
I started when I was about 16, 17.
And were you discovered, or did you do this on your
I
own?
was discovered on the first day of school, actually. First day of high school, a girl came up to me. Her name is Kefri Riley. And she was like, you look like you should be a model. I want to be a model, and let's just be friends. So we became best friends.
That was the
She taught
first
me everything.
conversation Drew and I ever had, wasn't it, Drew?
Let's be friends, yeah.
No, the modeling
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I forgot about
Check.
that.
She talks. I mean, she
Shut
taught me
Drew's
so much.
mic off. I've had enough of him already. Please.
And she taught me everything. She taught me how to like shop for cheap stuff at thrift
Right.
stores and how to shoplift makeup and all.
Okay, so she turned you
I
in.
took it back
You're
on.
like a regular Oliver Twist, and you get the makeup, you get the clothing, and then what do? You get some pictures taken?
Yeah, she actually dropped out of school. She wanted to become a supermodel, and she went to Paris at like 16. She left.
And did
she
her
tried to
career
convince me.
ever take off?
She did really well actually, but now she's more into like she's turned into like a bohemian. She's like a poet now, you know, all natural and stuff.
Right. Yeah, I'm not into that. I like a bikini wax and some eyeliner, thank you. I'm not into this whole let yourself go stuff. I don't need that Earth Mama thing.
Yeah,
That's
she's
what
the
you're
Earth
talking
Mama.
about, right?
But I stayed. I decided to stay.
Right.
In college.
So
I mean, in high school.
you stayed in high school. You completed high school. Now you're 18 years old.
17.
And now what?
And I got accepted to 5 colleges for film production,
Wow.
like USC, UCLA, NYU, Loyola Marymount.
Right. Well, you
But,
went to, I mean, was your Catholic girls' school, is that a prep school?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that what that
college
is?
prep. Yeah,
Okay.
99% of their girls go to college.
Right.
And I wasn't one of them.
Drew went to one of those high schools, too. It was the Little Lord Fauntleroy School for albino hemophiliacs. He was captain of the 7.5-man football team, and 103% of his graduating class went on to an Ivy League school. Isn't that true, Drew?
103%.
103. Yeah, that's why I didn't go to one of those. So you graduate, and you could go to college.
Could have gone. I
Right.
accepted Loyola
Right,
because it was nice and small. I didn't want to get lost on campus
right.
at USC.
Nice school out here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And so do you attend Loyola?
No, I went to orientation and everything and met all my professors and did all that. And then
Right.
2 weeks before my first day of school, an agent in Paris saw some pictures of me in my modeling agency in L.A. And convinced me to come to Paris instead. And I talked to Loyola because I was really confused. I didn't know what to do.
Right.
And they said that I can take a year off and come back.
Right.
They encouraged it.
So you went off to Paris.
Yeah.
Because that's more of an education than you're
That's what
going to
they
get out in Loyola anyway. So you go, really?
They didn't say
it's
that
weird
part.
that they encourage you to leave
No,
the
they didn't
country
say
that
that.
way. I
They
don't know if
just
that's
said
good or
I
not.
would get some culture and stuff and it'd be good. And I don't know, whatever.
Okay, so you go, now you're 18 years old and you're
Yeah.
in Paris.
Yeah, 17.
17. And is that scary?
It was horrible. I didn't know anybody. I couldn't speak French, and it was miserable. And I was doing really well. You know, like as soon as I got there, my first job was a cover, but I didn't know I was doing so well, and so a lot of models hated me and stuff. But I wasn't bragging or nothing. I just whatever,
Right.
and I didn't make a lot of friends.
And so how long are you in Paris for?
1 year.
And then you come back to the States.
Yeah, to New York.
Right.
I did so well. I was like, well, you're gonna have to wait another year.
So you went back now you're in New York. Can you model in Los Angeles, or do you have to be in New York or
It's
somewhere in
better to do it
Europe?
in New York and Europe and stuff. LA is just kind of backwards when it comes to fashion. They're slowly catching up.
Right.
So this is not like a fashion capital. It's more like movies and stuff.
Looking at myself as she's talking about it.
Yeah, look at that.
Hey, and you know what, Drew, I'll tell you, this is an ensemble tonight. I mean, this is something I put together.
Oh, me too.
I picked this out the night before.
It's clean, too.
It is. It is.
I mean, it's crumpled up, but it's clean.
I took a nap in it today. But, because napping, it's such a shame to take your socks off and undress and everything. You get right back in it like 45 minutes later. But
Sleeping out.
so now you're back in New York, what are you, 18, 19 years
now.
old?
18.
Okay, you're living on your own.
Yeah. In
Okay.
a model's apartment. Full of models.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Full of models. And they have these guys that call models apartments. They get the number some kind of way, like these rich playboys.
Really?
And they just call and they're like, Kendra? And I'm like, no. They're like, who is this? And I'm like, I'm not stupid like them, but, say,
Right.
Tyra. Oh, hey, Tyra, what's going on tonight? Do you want to come to my yacht? And they get these girls to, come with them.
Oh,
But I
that's
never
genius.
did any of that stuff.
No, you didn't do that.
No.
You just stayed in the modeling facility there, the modeling enclave or the bunker. Oh my God, in New York, no less. And what did you get a whole floor of some building or something?
No, one apartment with one bedroom with 4 beds in it.
But was there more than one modeling
No,
dive in
it's
there?
just one apartment, one huge apartment.
So it's like when you come from somewhere, they put you up there.
They put you up there when you're brand new and you can't afford hotels.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you're
$30 a day.
You're there. Do you have a roommate and stuff?
4 of them. Oh, actually, this
Oh.
one had 8.
You guys ever get into like pillow fights or anything?
This one girl woke me up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't say this word, bitch, you stole my alarm clock.
Bitch.
Oh,
Yeah, you
bitch,
can say
you
that.
stole my alarm
Yeah.
clock.
Just don't say the S word or the F word.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
And I was like, what? I was kind of sleepy, and I was like, look, the reason why I'm staying in this apartment is because I'm cheap, but I'm making money than all y'all put together. So I don't need your little alarm clock.
Right.
And it turns out she searched my luggage and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
So you guys fought in your panties?
No, we didn't do
Really?
that.
No?
She left me alone.
Was she on drugs?
Huh?
I mean, that paranoid. You wonder if she was on speed or something?
Oh, no, I just really think somebody stole her alarm clock and she just was really upset about it.
Just chose you.
Yeah.
Now, was there any other models that hit the big time that you sort of came up with? You know what I mean? Like, were any of those 8 women ever...
Not anybody that you guys
Anyone?
know.
No.
No, they're working girls. You see them in JCPenney catalogs and stuff.
Right.
You wouldn't.
That'd be the pinnacle of my career, by the way, if I could get into like a Sears catalog and Tyra's talking smack about it.
How about a tool catalog? One of those woodworking.
Oh, could you imagine?
A woodworking
Standing
magazine.
next to like a radial arm saw or something, a denim shirt. All right, so you're in New York. You're now 18, 19 years old. The career's starting to take off. I don't even know. How old are you now?
24.
Yep.
Okay. So we're just, this is the early 90s, or mid-ish early 90s. And you're starting to make some money now. Now what?
I just saved all my money. I'm very cheap, as I said before. So
Really?
Yeah. I started getting really well known. First, I was really well known in Europe. For about 4 years. And then I started getting more known in America, which
Right.
was my goal.
Right.
Because, I wanted to be home. I didn't want to be all over.
Now, are you taking care of your family? You sending them some money and all that?
I don't send my family any money. They're always calling and asking for stuff, but I don't really give them money.
Oh, that's good.
I take care of my grandmom.
All right.
Did
Yeah.
your parents raise you? Both parents?
Yeah, my parents raised me. And I don't come from, poor folk. My dad's a computer consultant.
All right. Screw him. He can work.
Yeah.
Oh, let's kill him. You walk down the end of the runway, turn around, come back, make more than he made a whole year.
Pretty much.
Oh, I'd put a hit on you.
He makes in a day, yeah.
Oh, couldn't. And it's not only, and I don't mean to sound sexist here, but not only is are your kids making more than you, but it's your little girl who's making 50 times as much.
Why not?
Well, Drew, you'd be
Come on.
pissed off
I
if
would not.
Paulina was.
I
Oh,
would
come
not.
on. Yes, you would. And she wasn't sending you any money like Tyra? Come on, you'd be pissed. Yeah.
My dad still pays. My dad bought my washer and dryer. He bought my stove, my refrigerator,
But that stuff isn't
my
that...
big screen TV. He
I
buys
can see
all
that.
that stuff.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right.
He knows I can afford it, but he's still my
But
dad.
you make a ton of money, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. Well, that's true. You, now, I don't, what pays more? We don't have to get into specific prices if you're not comfortable, but what pays more? Like a fashion show or doing like a catalog or a magazine or something like that?
Okay, a magazine pays about $200 a day.
Oh.
No matter how famous you are. It's like prestige. It's not money.
Oh.
But that magazine cover is going to get you advertising,
Right.
which can pay up the yin-yang.
So they're sort of doing you a favor. It's like
Career building.
when you go on Leno, you just get paid,
I
say,
went on last night and I got $700.
$700.
Yeah.
It's Leno.
I thought you got like $575.
Well,
That's
see,
what
I
we
did a
get.
skit. I did a skit.
Oh, they
also.
bumped you?
Yeah, I did a skit.
All right. So you go on Leno, right? Then you don't make any money. I mean, it's not a ton of money, not Tyra kind of money, but you do it because you sell some books and you get some publicity. Well, on this show, you don't get anything, do you? Do we get paid, Drew?
I'm not sure.
Doesn't seem like it, does it? No. But you get to plug things like Tyra's Beauty, Inside and Out, which is, and let me tell you, this is no flyer. This is not the Watchtower here, Drew. This is a serious book.
No, I've looked at it.
It's got tons of good pictures, which is smart. Lots of color stuff. And tips on everything.
I was telling your publicist it should be a quarterly magazine.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, well,
All
who's
that-
going to
all
crank
the
that
stuff
out,
up
Drew?
in there.
She's very
There's
busy.
a lot of stuff.
She's traveling around. There's
Robin,
stuff
there's
in.
Robin.
There's something in here about. I noticed about the title is something fishy.
Something fishy's going on.
Yeah, I
You
think
picked that out of the whole book.
Drew showed it to me.
Oh, okay.
Didn't you, Drew?
You said, what's in there? I said, she talks about everything in this
Everything.
book. And he said, what? And I said, well, check this out.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many like beauty
Right.
books, that models and people put out, and I didn't want to just put out that. I wanted to talk about everything. So I
Right.
talk about sex, dating, relationships, and
That's smart.
women's reproductive health, and
Right.
drugs and alcohol.
Do you know about that stuff?
Oh, I know about that.
I'll tell you something. I don't want to intimidate you, but I would match Drew's knowledge of the vagina against any woman's. And you women should all be ashamed of yourselves because you've been living with it for however many years you've been on the planet. Drew sees one twice a year, and he knows more about it than the
Twice a
women
year?
do.
He's married.
He's a very busy man. All right, we'll take some calls. Drew?
Yep.
You all right there?
Here we go.
Drew,
Thing for Tyra.
hey,
Yeah.
just forget your doctor and a married man for a second. Isn't it thrilling to know that the Tyra Banks has a crush on you?
That's nice. And you know what? It must be nice for my wife, too, to know that is no threat to her.
I know she's listening to the show.
No, it's true, though.
I know,
I mean,
but Drew...
it's quite a compliment. And
His wife is very lucky.
And I take it as that.
I don't like married men.
You
he's
don't?
cute and everything, but
No, but
that's
you're not
it.
attracted to Drew because he's such a family man and so dedicated to his
That's
wife and his
really-
kids?
That's an admirable trait, but it doesn't make me want to jump him.
It doesn't.
No, I like him nice and single.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's nothing here at all.
I knew that was coming
because I
The
think you're
single
gonna
part, yeah.
you're gonna warm up to me. I think
like
you
the
are.
single part in you.
Okay, but listen, I can go across the street and find a single guy.
Why don't you wax sentimental about yesterday's events? And
Oh yeah, my dog died yesterday.
Oh, that's not nice.
I know, it's horrible.
I'm just getting a dog for my mom.
All right. Well,
Tomorrow.
I hope you don't have to live the tragedy that I had to live
What
yesterday.
happened? What happened?
Died on the operating table, took the dog in to be spayed, and the dog never came out. Had some kind of liver
Wow.
problem. Yeah. All right. So I'm looking pretty vulnerable about now, right?
Is this true?
yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
He's not.
Oh,
But I'm still look vulnerable, right?
but you're smiling with your
That's,
eyes.
that's not a smile.
Yeah, but that's the tears of a clown, or the smile behind the tears of a clown, right, Drew?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Kaya.
Kaya?
Hi,
Kaya.
yeah,
What's going on? You're 20.
yeah.
All right.
I just have a question for Tyra.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what would you recommend for someone who wanted to get into modeling? Like, I heard how you started, but what about someone like at my age? What would you recommend?
20 years old?
Yeah.
Well, the modeling industry is obsessed with youth. They think it's such a cool thing to be 12 years old and to start modeling. But in the recent years, it hasn't been, they're not so obsessed with it. There's girls starting at 20, 24, 25 years old. So I suggest going into modeling agencies with a headshot of yourself and a full body shot. It doesn't necessarily have to be a professional picture. It can just be something your boyfriend took or your mom or your friend took. And they have something called open call. And you just walk in during their open call when they see girls and guys all day or a certain amount of hours per day. And you just show them those pictures. And the first 5 agencies said no to me. So just, don't give up.
What's a full body shot? What should you wear?
Head to toe. Something tight. Something so they can just see your body type.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like.
But not sexy tight. Just,
Yeah, but you don't mind being sexy, right? I mean, you don't mind showing it off.
I don't mind.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
That's what people want to see. I feel the same way when I dress. I go out, I turn a few heads. It's all right. If you got it, you flaunt it, right, Drew?
I'm not sure that's what they're turning their heads for.
No, they're turning him toward me, a-hole. Shut Drew's mic, would you? Had enough of him. I show a little crack once in a while, I know.
It's cracked plus forest.
I know what the ladies like.
Oh.
I got a little hair on my
Forrest.
rear end. I hope that's not a deal breaker, Tyra.
I can tell you because the eyebrows are joining together.
Yeah, but okay.
You can
All right,
always
but-
tell how hairy a man
All right,
is.
but listen,
Especially
I'm-
by his wrist. It's a lot of hair.
No, I'm not.
You have a lot of hair on
All
your
right, but it
wrist.
really lathers the soap up. I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, we take a shower.
I'm really hairless, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't shave my legs.
that's great. You don't have to shave your legs.
Nope.
Oh.
Here's my arm. See, it's like nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. All right, Myra,
Yes.
you're 21.
Hi, all.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Hi, Tyra.
Hi.
Nice meeting you.
You too.
Let's see. I have a best friend that I've known for 9 years since my freshman year in high school. And just last year she met a guy in June. And he was hitting her and everything. And then all of a sudden she married him in November. And now she's due in, her baby's due early August. And he's still hitting her. And my best friend and I, another best friend and I, want to get together with her at a local restaurant and talk to her, like seriously talk to her, because I've tried talking to her before. I've tried talking to her into getting an abortion and telling her, you know, why do you even want to be connected to this guy? Just get a divorce, get a divorce, get a divorce. And she still goes back and forth and back and forth.
You know what? We need to ask some questions about her friend's past,
Yeah, you know about your friend's past?
but we got to go to break.
Yeah, I know about her past.
Okay. All right. I'm guessing there was a little abuse there.
Yeah.
Usually go for what you know.
Well, again, it's trying to recoup
Right.
and repair what happened in the upbringing.
All right, Myra, hang on a second.
All right?
Okay.
Hold on.
All right, we're going to go to break. Drew's going to go slap on a little high karate in the bathroom. I'm going to pluck the hair out of my ass, and we'll be back. Banks is here tonight. So is Dr. Drew Drew. The headphones have messed your hair up a little. Why don't you fix that
okay,
up for
okay.
Tyra?
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh,
Now it's flat.
now it's flat. Sorry, is that?
Place it on top. There you go.
Yeah. But you like your man a little disheveled, right,
A little.
Tyra?
You don't want him too perfect. You don't want him in the mirror longer than you.
Let me tell you something, Tyra. Tyra has admitted to having a little crush on Drew, and that's healthy. That's fine. I have a crush on Drew. I'm a six-pack away from just
That explains a lot.
tackling you in the hall, Drew.
You're gay.
Please, Drew. Drew is all man, too, by the way. I saw his penis at the airport urinal
You cut it
when
out.
we were in...
This is getting abusive.
where were we? I think we were in... where the hell were we? Cincinnati or something?
Who knows?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You mean there wasn't a vagina there?
No.
I mean, it was
No.
okay.
There was a lot
it was
there.
Endowed.
Yes.
Endowed.
Yes. A lot of man.
Were
A
you
lot of man,
jealous?
that's true. Yeah.
It made you very jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really did. Okay. No, not as there. No,
Not
I
as
got more hair.
hairy.
No, it's great. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Oh, look, Drew's got no hair on. It's like a burn victim, this Drew. Hold on a second, Myra. Drew, show that forearm of yours. Now look at that. Look at all that manly hair there.
Oh my gosh.
Look at Drew. He's like a
Drew's arm is
baby.
mine.
Yeah.
You guys should mate.
Yeah. You could have a super strain of hairless, like
hairless cats?
how they breed those cats.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than a kid, especially around the summer, shedding all over the house, ruining the drapes and the carpet. You and Drew, super hairless mulatto wonder children. You'd have the first Aryan mulatto kids ever. Super mulatto, Swado, I think we'd have to call them. All right. Myra.
Yes.
Myra's
So-
21. Her friend is in an
Being
abusive relationship. She's married. She's pregnant now, and the guy's still hitting her when she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And you want to sit her down with some friends and confront
Yeah. I just want to know what I should tell her. You know.
this? Well, let's get some more
besides the-
details about her past. Presumably, she had a pretty chaotic upbringing, right?
No, actually, her family's pretty good. The only two things I could think of would be that, one, I think she told me that she was molested one time when she was younger.
Except for that.
Yeah.
And two...
By the way, that's tremendous. Okay, Myra.
By the way,
That's
Oh, okay.
as far as family being pretty good, that'll get you right off the good list.
Yeah.
You got to be downgraded to mediocre, I believe, as a family unit when molestation
Right.
took place.
Right.
Okay.
No matter how well you treat the kids,
Yeah.
one little molestation, you go down to good.
Yeah.
You go down to medium.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're right off good.
It's suspect.
Yeah, well, I don't think it was her parents. I think it was...
No, but it doesn't have to be the parents. The home environment can be such that the child becomes a good victim, basically. That child doesn't have a good sense of themselves, can't assert themselves, or is looking for some sort of attention outside of the home such that they become drawn in by these victimizers. Okay, so that creates a tremendous rupture of the personality development, and this gets acted out then in her relationships.
Right.
But
Okay,
the whole thing of you alerting her to the fact that this guy is a tremendous a-hole is redundant, because she wouldn't be with him if he wasn't this guy. She's attracted to that in her own way. It's not a coincidence that she's with him.
That's right. And you get her out of this relationship, and she will find something else quite similar.
Yeah, and
That's what I was told.
I have a friend, and we tried to do the same thing. We tried to do like an intervention with a guy that was beating on her, and she made a joke, you know, when she was all bloodied and beat up.
This was
She
in your
said-
book?
In my book, yeah. And she says, if they don't beat you, they don't love you.
Which is sort of the delusion that people get into who are these classic victims, these classically abused women anyway, is that they believe the excuse the man gives them, which is, I love you so much I can't tolerate anything, it just enrages me. They believe that. They want to be consumed by. They idealize the guys and make them into something that they're not. They're godlike figures that keep them in this sort of master-slave relationship, and only there can they feel comfortable.
It's like
And
what
is
you do with Drew, Tyra.
And it is a...
Same dynamic.
And it's a extremely dysfunctional
Look at Drew, he's
situation
all
that
thrown off.
people are going to recreate in all their relationships unless she gets some help.
Yeah.
Okay?
So
Codependency? Is that...
Codependency is part of this whole process. This particular situation you're describing, I think, is a little more complex than that.
And
What
when
do
it's
I tell her?
You tell her what you see. You tell her no uncertain terms. You make sure you're heard, and then you back out. You
Yeah.
let her live her life. And
But
to
should
try
I
to
lose contact with her?
you need to if you can't tolerate seeing this, you need to make that part of the consequence of her choice to stay in this terrible relationship, that you can't stand being around this guy or seeing her victimized in this
all
way.
right, but
But you should let her know that if she needs you, you're there, though.
right.
I think so.
And yeah,
I think.
but not too late at night because you got to sleep. But you have to let her know that on behalf of the child, she needs to get some help, and you guys aren't going to solve it over a
Yeah, I
cup of
forgot
coffee at
about
a
that.
Denny's.
Right, I mean, there's a child
You
coming.
got to get her into some therapy. This is going to take a while.
And this is sort of our point is, look, there's a child coming. That's your job now. Get this squared out. Not so much for your life, but the upcoming child.
Casey?
Yes.
Is that
Hi.
Casey?
Yeah.
That's how you spell it? You're 18. What's happening there?
Oh, nothing much. What's happening with you?
Nothing.
Well, I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is good. I'm just reading it. Finally. Go ahead.
Well, I've been pondering getting a breast reduction. I have 42D breasts, and I
Hold
was
on. I'm going to
trying
close
to
my
weigh
eyes.
up
I'll put those right on Tyra. Okay. Fantastic.
I'm just weighing out
going.
like the pros and cons of this whole situation, like the whole surgery. And I saw them do the surgery on the Learning Channel or Discovery Channel or something the other day, and it just looks disgusting.
Really?
It's a big
Yeah.
surgery.
I had myself to that special. Right. Just,
Yeah, my boyfriend's little brother had it on. It was kind of funny. But anyway, I talked to a woman. She said it was extremely painful,
Sure.
but she doesn't regret it. But I don't tolerate pain very well, and I just,
What is compelling you to want to do this?
they're huge.
how big is the rest of you?
Well, I'm not skinny, but I'm not, like, extremely fat either.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't find, like, a bra to fit right. My back is starting to hurt. I've
Right.
seen a doctor, but I think he's a schmuck, so...
Usually surgeons are not going to be enthusiastic about doing this in your age unless you're having medical problems.
Okay.
Okay, because managing what you are physically, who you are as a physical being is something you learn to do as you grow into adulthood. I mean, this is part of who you are at this point, and you can change it, and some people are very happy when they do. But it's an irreversible decision. Some people aren't happy with the scars.
Yeah, I have a friend that had it, and her scars are really bad.
Yeah.
I have another friend that had it, and hers you can't tell at all, hardly.
Really?
So the scars
Are they
really-
both happy, both unhappy?
Both happy. Both happy.
So they're
Because
glad
she
they
said
did
she'd
it.
rather have scars than you know, she used to have the marks on her
Bra
bra
strappers,
straps and
Yeah.
all that.
I look for that.
And
I'm like an Indian when I see those things. I know it's good wampum.
Kimasabi.
Yes, not maybe 2 days, 3 days ahead on trail. We'll find breast.
then one of them doesn't have any.
Yeah, hey.
In her.
Sorry. Yeah, the other one
doesn't
what?
have the one with the bad scarring. She doesn't have sensation. in her
That's
nipples
right.
Anymore.
That's
and the
right.
other one does.
Are these leggy supermodels too?
One of them is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not necessarily.
You're doing Tyra, you're doing, pretty good for a supermodel. A lot of the supermodels are flat-chested, and that's, frankly, my problem with the whole modeling world. I don't like these waif girls. They look like teenage boys. One of the things that defines a woman is breasts, for me. I mean, that's one of the differences.
Well, I have breasts and butt and hips and thighs and everything.
That's one of the other parts. There's like the list goes on, and then I haven't even got to the inside stuff. There's like fallopian tubing apparently, right, Drew? There's all kinds of stuff in there. It's like a hardware store in there. I don't even know what they got. But my point is I like a little difference between the males and the females. Now I know if this is causing you trouble and it's throwing your back out, you got to do something. But I would certainly suggest losing as much weight as you possibly could. I don't mean going on a starvation diet. Wait a minute, ladies. Now they're making a puss over here.
But you should phrase it a little differently. Exercise, focus on your nutrition, optimize your weight. Optimize your weight.
Well, listen,
because some women lose a lot of fat there as they lose weight.
That's what I'm saying. If you're carrying a few extra pounds.
And by the way, most plastic surgeons.
Great. Really, you don't?
No, I don't. I don't lose weight there.
Wow.
Most plastic surgeons will ask, say, before liposuction, for you to optimize your weight. And see, they want to see what you can do. That you're not going to just have the liposuction and let it go.
Right. Casey?
Yeah.
How much you weigh?
190.
And how tall are you?
5'5.5".
Mm-hmm. So you could lose a few pounds, right? Yeah. All right. Well, why don't you do that first? Since you're only 18, maybe the breasts go. I hope they don't, but maybe the breasts go. And then when you're down to the weight you'd like to be, then you go in and talk to somebody if the breasts are still too large then.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like if you
Sounds
lost a little
sensible,
bit, it seems like they would go down a size.
And wait, examine this for a while. Give it a year or two of thought. And if you still want to do it, then by all means, of course, do it.
All right?
All right.
But take some pictures before you do anything, would you please?
All right.
All right. Boy, this Discovery Channel special about breast reduction, is that what she was talking about?
Yeah, you saw it?
No, but apparently it's working as a deterrent, which is just diabolical. Now just run that thing on a loop. Put that on the Disney Channel so the young kids could see it coming up.
I love those shows.
Yeah, I can't get enough of that stuff. I go home and stay up till 4 in the morning, and then I get up the next morning and I go, the Merrimack sunk the Monitor. And it was one of the first ironclad battles. Everyone looks at me and goes, shut the hell up. You know what you're talking about. you go home and watch the History Channel and the Discovery Channel and all
Rarely,
that?
but I do like those a lot.
All right.
I have a different way of approaching it. I read. I know, it's the stretch.
Listen, Drew, if I wanted to read, I'd go to one of those places where they keep the books.
In the library.
Right, yeah, I'd go there. Bastard. All right, it's time to go to break. Drew, you want to sell the hell out of a call?
We got a few for Tyra. You want to take one of those?
Okay.
Or would you rather have somebody's following up on some of your comments and asking why are guys so competitive over their
size of the junk?
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
All right.
Tyra can jump in on that. We'll be back. Yes, you is. All right. Tyra Banks is in here tonight. She's got herself a book. It's called Tyra's Beauty, Inside and Out. And this isn't one of those chintzy, hey, let's strike while the iron's hot kind of books. You know what I mean? Like, Tyra's hot, we're going to write a book, someone will ghost write it, and we'll just crank this thing out and make a few bucks. This thing's really, it's fat, and it's chock full of
stuff. And
Tyra goodness.
I had help with a co-writer, but I wrote very much of it myself.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Airplanes. I even wrote some of it at an autograph signing. I would take 10 people and I say, wait, okay, let me just get this one sentence out.
Oh, they must have loved that. You're quite dedicated to your fans. Just sitting there writing your memoirs while you don't even look up. You just sign people's name, right?
No, I don't do that. I smile and make eye contact with every single person. You got a stamp.
Drew and I, when we do these college lecture things, we do these autograph things afterward, and we sit there and fight during the thing because I don't write fast enough for Drew. Drew's, he's a doctor, so he's used to just that, pow, throw it right out. And I'm not, I write with charcoal, basically. I write like a caveman. I write with a fist, and I'll spill gravy and stuff on things we're supposed to sign, and then Drew gets pissed. And then what Drew does is Drew has the world's most annoying habit, which is after we sit right next to each other, and a line forms, and the line sort of comes by, and I sign it, I slide it to Drew, and then he signs it and hands it to the person.
We basically have a card table we're signing on.
Right. Now, Drew, then the card tables are very flimsy, and Drew punctuates each signing with... He slams his hands on things. So it's like, he goes like this. Okay, what's your name? Sheila? Sheila? There you go. Like he's working on some kind of effing conveyor belt or something. Now, the problem is I'm not done. I'm signing something else, and my hand jumps off, and the pen will go like in my ear or in my nose or off the page. And I'll say to Drew, stop banging your hands on the table. I'll go, okay, signs the next one. There you go. Drew... So help me, stop it with the hands. And he'll try for like 5 times in a row, and then he turns on me. Come on, you can't write during a frickin' earthquake. I said, Drew, just stop it. Then Drew, what? You don't stop though, do you?
I'm not aware I'm doing it.
But now you do it every time.
What I do is I'm picking up and going like this.
No, you slap your hands like, hup, done. Like what dealers do, blackjack dealers do in Vegas. They do that tag out thing. All right, anyway, Tyra's here. She's got herself a book. Drew's here. He's not pounding on the console, and we will move on. Tyra, did you pick this call, by the way?
This one you picked.
Oh, it is?
Adam. We're going to get hers next.
Oh.
Laura.
Hey.
Hey, you're 14. What's going on?
Hi. Well, first of all, I just want to say, Adam, I'm really sorry about your dog dying.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I know. I heard that, and I was like, oh, my God, that puppy's only like...
And our whole support crew here, our production crew is broken.
Girls are devastated. Yeah. They really are. And like I said... girls will start getting pissed off if you're not upset enough eventually.
How's Lynette doing? Is she better?
Yeah, it's my girlfriend, Lynette, is a complete mess. And she got pissed off at me yesterday for not having a strong enough reaction either. Don't worry.
Is she better?
She's all right, but she's pretty broken up. I got to tell you. Love that dog. Laura?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering, okay, why are guys, like, so competitive over the size of their package? Because, like, I don't know. I mean, like, I'm a girl and stuff, right? And I'm not competitive over, like, the size of my bra or anything. So, like, I was just wondering why guys do that.
Well, it's all we got. I mean, you women, you have many things to compete about. You know what I mean? I mean, you got your hair. Women will have whole battles over the hair. They'll talk about the hair. You should see it here when Ann comes in with a different hairdo or something. We have to start the show late because there's conversation raging on in the next room about Ann's hair. Then you got the butt size. Then, of course, you got the breasts, left and right. So that's 2 there. Makeup application. Guys, we don't have anything. All we have is the junk. That's all we have to argue about.
It's a straight...
Right,
yes. No one really knows. I don't think that anyone has a specific explanation for this. It's just the fact that it does occur, and it's much more of a concern for men than it is about women, or for women about men.
Tyra, you don't, that's not a concern of yours?
It's not a concern of mine, but I have a friend that she calls herself a size queen. That's what it's about with her.
Oh, really? Likes a big man?
Oh, yeah. She's just like, walks around and, ooh, look at that. Like, she looks at it as a thing, you know what I mean? Like, walking down the street. I don't even look at that. I don't notice that. She's into it, though.
But she likes them big when
nice
she's...
and big.
Really?
That friend is RuPaul.
That's RuPaul?
No.
No. Okay, don't ever introduce me there.
So, I mean, it is some sort... For guys, that area tends to be somewhat symbolic for themselves and their sense of power.
Yeah.
And so they preoccupy about it.
But doesn't every guy think that they're smaller than they actually are? Do you think? Or are they really small and they're really...
Well, Adam?
Like it's average probably, but they think it's small.
I thought I was doing fine till we went to that airport bathroom in Cincinnati, Drew, and then I realized I was a little smaller. No, this is something some guys obsess about. All guys do this in high school, junior high, and they sort of get over it. And later on, it just becomes about how much money you make and what kind of car you drive, and that becomes the sort of external representation of the penile. That's why I bought myself a new car. Laura?
Yeah?
You're fine.
Okay.
Don't worry about the guy's
It's
package.
still, yeah.
Let him argue
I
over
was
it.
just wondering.
It is issues of prowess and power that it harkens back to an old biology that is anachronistic in today's age.
Okay, she's 14, Drew. Her head spins.
I'm 24 and I don't know what he's talking about.
I'm 33 and I don't know what he's talking about.
It's a remnant of our development as a species, and it has little meaning in a modern society.
Tyra, you don't have any preference. You don't need a man that's well built that way, do you?
A pinky, thumb.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
You sure you're not just being nice? You really mean that?
Just because Adam's sitting across from you?
Please, Drew. I'm very
It
average.
doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Really
It
doesn't.
really doesn't. Oh, my gosh.
I have this theory that women really enjoy the oral sex, being performed on them, that is, more than they enjoy the size of a man's penis or the sexual intercourse itself. Yeah, Robin's nodding over there. Yeah, that's Tyra's friend. You're going to nod? You don't have to say anything, just nod.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right? You're right, have that. Okay, that's fine. Like, here's the deal. If you were stranded on some deserted island, what would you rather have the guy leave on the ship, his penis or his mouth?
I'd rather him leave his penis because then we can talk and do it too.
That's right. Very good answer. Okay.
All right.
Be a no-brainer for me. Leave the mouth.
I mean, I can have the mouth. I mean, I'd want
Yeah,
the
you
mouth.
get the mouth. Yeah,
Yeah.
you take the mouth.
Yeah, the mouth.
All right. That just bolstered my theory there. Thank you.
Abby.
Abby,
Uh-huh.
what's going on?
Well, okay, this is a question for Tyra. Oh, yeah, and by the way, I just want to say that, Adam, you're like God to me.
That's right. You see that?
I have a wall in my room dedicated to you,
Really?
Drew. I have, like, all these pictures of you guys, and
Really?
Wow.
What pictures?
Yeah, we have
I don't have
just,
pictures.
like, you guys sitting in your studio. And
Oh.
there's, like, pictures of your mic, and there's just a picture of you sitting down looking at a telephone, and
Really?
it's cool. My friend.
Oh, the web,
crazy.
something off a website or something?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I got my windows tinted on my car the other day, and the guy said, "Hey, how about a picture?" And I said, "I don't have one.
Yeah,
I don't know. Do we? We have some, but I don't know where they are."
Nobody ever gives them to us, though.
All right, Abby.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's going on?
All right. Well, okay. Like the other night, Natasha was in there, and remember when she said how she gained like 25 pounds or something?
Yes.
At a certain point.
Natasha Henstridge.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, I almost dumped her.
Oh.
I really did.
Okay, I believe you.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, well, I've gained like 20 pounds since last year, and but not like in a good way. I've been like getting kind of fat and stuff, and I was wondering how you models, like, I guess like a long time ago, there's another she's like a nude model. I forgot her name, but she's like Swiss or something, and she said that she used to be chunky when she was smaller. You know, so I'm kind of thinking there might still be hope for me when I'm older.
Oh, Abby, you're only 14. I mean, of course.
I know.
Yeah, that's Abby. I have friends that are in high school that were heavier and now they're not. In fact, Robin was, weren't she? Robin was much heavier in high school and now she's totally slimmed out and naturally, not even really trying
It
to.
happened in 11th grade.
See, because like I'm kind of, I'm like very developed. I don't even look like I'm 14. I mean, I look like I'm 17 or something. That's what they tell me, and I'm kind of worried that. Since
Well,
I'm
why did you put the weight on, or how did you put the weight on?
just like eating and not exercising a lot?
Hold on, let me write that down. Apparently, there's a link, Drew, between calorie consumption and
Sedentary life.
sedentary life. Hold on, very radical.
Amazing.
So you ate a lot and you didn't move around too much, and then you put weight on.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you learn to manage your body type and metabolism as you mature. I mean, it changes every year at your age. And, people talk about women going up to college and gaining 20 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a different stage of development, a different environment, different relationship with eating. And I am a huge believer in proper nutrition and exercise. It's very simple.
And Rice
if you,
Krispie treats.
if you if you manage your diet properly, and I, by the way, I'm a huge fan of dietitians. I think that a talented dietitian can give you a plan, a menu that is tailored specifically to you.
Yeah.
The foods you like, the way you live. And
How much do they charge for that?
I don't know.
Well, do you have to see them like
A
every
couple-
week?
well, it's best if you do because it keeps you on the menu. It keeps you on the
All
plan.
right,
keeps
but
you motivated.
who is she? Cher?
Not every
for
week.
Christ's
No,
sake,
I
she's
understand.
14.
I understand, but I would imagine for a single consultation, they could get like, I don't know, $30 to $50.
All right, but listen,
Menu
I'll
plan.
be your dietitian. Stop eating so much crap and start working out.
Well, that and try to get your diet balanced. I mean, a simple solution is 40, 30, 30. Just like a balance.
I had a tiny question. Okay, I heard that I was talking to some friends, and they said that if you start like not eating a lot, that you'll start losing your boobs. Is that true?
Some people.
Oh.
Not Tyra. Tyra couldn't lose her boobs if she was with that soccer team that crashed up in the Andes.
Oh my God.
She really wouldn't. They'd
one
eat her
they're all-
boobs.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Alive. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be the only good part about going down in a plane with Tyra. Eventually, you get to eat her.
God.
I don't mean eat her sexually. Please, Drew.
It's more bizarre. Yeah.
Okay. Look, it's an entertainment show. Everyone relax. Abby?
Yeah.
All right, just stop worrying so much about everyone.
Okay.
I know it's hard, but here's what you do. Do the best you can do for yourself.
Aerobic exercise, balanced diet, curtail the calories.
And listen,
1,800 a day, 2,000.
there's no substitute for genetics. Tyra, you'll back me up on this, I'm sure. People have different shapes.
Everybody has a certain body type that they're...
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, don't worry about trying to mold your body type into Tyra Banks' body type. You try to do the best with what you have. It could be great, it could be bad, but realize your own potential.
Exactly.
Don't realize
That's what I tell
others.
women all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
even with me, I mean, I deal in an industry where they have some of the most amazing bodies in the world. You know, I've always wanted my waist to be smaller. It's not the smallest waist. It looks like it's small because I have breasts and hips, but it's not really small, you know?
Yeah.
And I look at models like, ooh, I wish I could have that. Ooh, and it will never be. And I have to realize that. And I realize it now.
Yeah.
But it took a while.
It's quite a burden you have to
Leave me alone.
shoulder. That's got to be rough. Imagine going through life that way, Drew. Whew.
I don't have
The
calves
ridicules.
either. I have no calves.
Yeah.
And you just realize I try to work them out all the time. They're
Right.
just never going to be.
Yeah, that's right. That's a very good point. Calves, totally hereditary. Absolutely. Some people, it's like I have a friend, Vince DiGiacomo, on the football team. He looked like he had looked like he had a horseshoe implanted in each calf. I would run and drag that stupid truck tire around the track and everything. Nothing. Chicken. Looked like a chicken with hair on it, even worse. So make the best of what you got. All right, let me just squeeze in a quick car analogy here. If you got a Volkswagen, don't try to turn it into a Porsche. It ends up looking like crap. You know what I mean? Don't stick on big fenders and put on big rims and say it ends up looking like junk. You got a Volkswagen? Keep it clean. Make it look as good as it can. That's it. Am I right, Tyra?
Yeah, just give it a paint job or something.
Yeah, but don't go nuts. Let's stick some boobs on the hood. And we'll be back. Yeah. Yes, you is. All right, we're running a little bit late for our 10-second break. Tyra Banks is here, and we will be back in 10. It is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is desirable Dr. Drew. Phone number for Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number, thank you, Tyra, 310-854-4455. Tyra Banks is here. Tyra has herself a new book out, just 2 weeks old. Tyra's Beauty, Inside and Out. This is, like I said, it's not something you read on the can. This is a real book.
You can still read it on the can.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay. I may look at it on the can. I don't know if I'm going to be reading it. Look at some of these pictures here. Tyra has... Actually, see, I'm a guy who doesn't really read too much, doesn't like to read too much, but this is the kind of thing I can
Can't
read.
read too much.
Can't read too much,
I did it
yeah.
for a lot of people that have short attention spans and get bored. So every
Right.
page is different. You don't know what's going to be on the next page. It's very magazine style.
And it's all cut up. I mean, there's a lot of pictures and a lot of inserts and sidebars and sections and all that kind of stuff. It's a real easy read, and it covers a lot of topics in here. I mean, it's not just all about...
skin, hair, makeup. Look at my before and after picture.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Look at her. She's got a heat rash, a zit, thin, sparse lashes, dark circles, mustache, shadow, dry, flaky skin, zit, dry, flaky skin on the other side. Ooh, we got a mole. You sure it's not a trachea hole? What is that down on your neck?
That's my mold. You see it? It's right in the middle.
Yeah, see, it works on you. She's got puffy under her eyes. She's got freckles. Yeah, it's a real disaster. But then you turn over here, and this is what you get. Look at that.
After picture.
Yeah, the after picture. That's beautiful. Although you look pretty good on the before, too. And by the
It's
way...
flattering before because I have light all over my face.
Yeah, you're pointing to something called heat rash there, Drew. What would you call that? If you went into the dermatologist and said, I got a heat rash, and you pointed to your forehead, and he saw what was on Tyra's forehead right now, he'd kick your ass, right? So to go home?
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
He'd give you the name of a psychiatrist.
Right, heat rash.
You don't see it?
I see the reflection.
There's nothing there, please. Heat rash. That's no rash. I'll show you a rash.
Oh, yeah, you can't see it.
It's all over my whole face,
can't see it.
actually.
Look.
That's a little bump.
No.
That's just a little texture.
No,
That's
it's a
nothing.
heat rash.
All right. Well,
I came
anyway.
from India, from the Maldive Islands, and I got a heat rash.
Well,
On that picture.
we're doing a thing tomorrow that involves Cindy Crawford.
Mhm.
And
My
her...
idol.
No. She's all right.
No, I really
Oh,
look up to her.
you do?
I talk about it in the back of my book, yeah.
You do? Why do
Yeah.
you look up to her?
I think she's the first model to ever...
You ever been to her home in DeKalb? Adam and I have had the pleasure of visiting DeKalb, Illinois.
DeKalb, Illinois is where she's from, and boy, it's her and the town that invented barbed wire too. It's a real dump, that DeKalb. Oh, that's her. She's your idol.
Yeah, I really
You give her square inch in your book. That's how you treat an idol.
I talk about her in the front too.
Jackie Joyner Kersey's got a bigger blurb than her.
No, she
Yeah,
doesn't.
Christy Yamaguchi, Carrie Strug. I mean, this is it for your idol? That's nothing. So someone put their coffee mug down on this book and they'll miss Cindy Crawford altogether.
I still look up to her.
All right. Why? What did she do?
She's the first model that really made the people, the public, and the industry look at models as businesswomen. You know,
Right.
Not just this cute little thing. She's smart. She's a businesswoman.
Yeah,
I
no-
look at her career and I'm very,
No
really
kidding.
impressed with it.
We're doing. I'm doing this ABC pilot, and we need her to do something. And she was nice enough to help us out, and she's doing. It's called something like Cindy's bathroom tips or something. She's actually doing some plumbing. She's working on a toilet. She's got a good sense of humor. This girl. And I think we're going to coax her onto a trampoline too. I'm not kidding either. I swear to God.
You gonna put her on a trampoline?
Yeah.
Why?
Hey, you ever been on trampoline?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Because part of this show is girls on trampolines.
You even get some consonants. Tyra's tips.
Tyra's tips, yeah. All right, anyway, we'll talk after the show. But the point is Cindy's a trooper and she's going to help out. So we said, all right, here's where to be. Thank you very much. Makeup and hair. Drew, what do you think hair costs?
For her?
Right. One day.
I know our friend Carson has just paid $700 for his hair.
Carson from MTV?
Carson Daly?
Yes, yeah.
That homo? What are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
That homo, don't say that.
The faggoty guy?
Oh, God.
He's a friend- he's a friend of
$700
ours.
$700 Oh, wait till I see him.
Yeah.
Wait till Jimmy finds out.
Oh.
That's going to be the end of him.
So I just can only...
$700
Cindy's is more than that, though. isn't it?
$2,000
Yeah.
for the hair for
Yeah.
one day and $1,500 for the makeup for one day. And it ain't the same person.
Oh, my God.
By the way, you could do both, couldn't you? Couldn't the same guy who did the hair do the makeup?
No.
It's a union thing there.
You got to specialize.
Oh, you do?
You can't just be just all diverse like that. No.
Wow.
I do my own
$500
makeup a lot of the times.
You do?
Yeah. Clients are very happy. Ooh, she does her own face. She saves us $5,000.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah.
a ton.
Yeah.
Are all makeup guys gay? And all hair guys are
the majority.
gay? They're all gay.
The majority.
What is that? Do they?
About 90%.
Once in a while, you think like a straight guy wants to get involved with that, and they toss him out.
I also wonder what it is with...
Drew, you know I'm right.
I'm not even listening to you.
Yeah.
And I wonder what it is that women in makeup... My daughter at 5 is fascinated with makeup.
Really?
Fascinated with it.
Yeah.
She got a Barbie CD-ROM where she makes up her face and hair.
That's it for
I mean,
you.
it's very complex. It's a computer program, and she just sits there for hours just making up the face.
Oh, Drew, you're doomed. You're doomed. You have to lock her in the basement.
I will.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Drew's going to dig a moat around his house as soon as she hits puberty. He couldn't stand the thought of his daughter going out on dates and getting into all kinds of trouble.
My
Drew's
dad
very
still doesn't. Like, if I have a date or a guy, my dad won't shake their hand. The guy will put out his hand, and my dad
Really?
just looks at the hand.
He'd
It's
shake
really
my hand.
embarrassing.
He would.
Are you kidding? Even if you weren't dating Tyra, he wouldn't shake your hand.
That's true. All right, shut Drew's mic. I've had enough of his attitude tonight. Josh? Uh-oh. Josh could be sleeping. He's been on hold for an hour. Josh? Yeah, it's quite a compliment to the show when you
Does that
tune in.
happen all the time?
It's happened before. And it's not only... first off, the drone of my voice is very soothing to a lot of the callers.
Josh!
All right, he will wake up, though, because this happens every time. He's been on hold for an hour. He may be calling from the East Coast, so it may be 2:10 over there or something. We'll put him on hold, and the girls will wake him.
He'll be awake in 3 seconds.
Yeah, Sherry has a voice that can... she wakes the dead. She screams, and people at the cemetery down the street turn over. All right, Kim?
Hi, my question's for Tyra.
He's awake. How does that work?
How do they do that?
Hold on a second there, Kim. We'll get back to Josh. Josh?
Josh?
Yeah?
You're 19, schluffy boy.
You awake?
Yeah?
All right. How did they wake you up?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I just kind of awoke or something.
That's the other amazing thing about whatever it is they do. No one can remember it.
Yeah.
No one.
Yeah. It's diabolical. Josh?
Yeah.
All right, what's going on?
I'm kind of what is it? Wait, hold on.
All right, hold on. No, I've had enough of you, Josh.
I don't want to sneeze in the mic in your ear.
Well, pull it together, would you?
Okay, I'm sorry. Well, first of all, I'd like to say I like your show. I love your show. You and Mike are really great.
Me and Engineer Mike? Yeah, Josh, you're such a fan, we had to wake you up.
Huh?
All right, that's it for you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Jackass. Embarrassing me in front of
He
my new
sounded kind of
girlfriend.
like a pervert a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a show.
Wait a minute, do that again. Let me shut my eyes this time. Oh. So, Tyra, you going out with anyone? You must have a
I'm
boyfriend.
dating, but it's nothing serious.
Nothing serious.
Oh, no. I don't want a boyfriend. All these women are obsessed with having a man. I have to have a man. I have to have a man. No, what about a couple?
Couple of men?
I mean, I don't consummate these couple of men things.
Oh,
No,
really?
But I just want to date.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing
You'd go out with
serious.
Drew tonight. I mean, if he was single, right?
No,
Why not? Why not tonight?
I don't look right.
You look.
I
You don't look right.
have to put it together.
Please, you're fine. You guys wouldn't go out for a cocktail after the show, perhaps?
This is my bedtime, actually, so no, we'd have to do it tomorrow.
Little breakfast rendezvous.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, not breakfast. No, dinner,
Lunch?
breakfast?
Dinner. You do
Oh, I
dinner
thought
with
you were
Drew?
talking about dinner
What
and
would be a good date for you and Drew to do?
If I was on a first date, I like to get something to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It's always good to have first dates at places that are like just quick, like coffee or something like
Right.
that. So like if you hate them, you can like leave in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, but they ain't going to have him with Drew.
Well, I don't
I mean,
know.
you know Drew.
Consultation.
I mean, you have plenty to talk about with Drew.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Well, then we'd have lots of coffee then.
So you go out, have lots of coffee.
Yeah, and I have to pay half. Like,
Mhm.
I insist. I also have to meet him there. I don't want him to know where I live because he might be crazy and come get me after. So it's important to... these are my first dating tips I'm telling you right
guy
now.
drives a Volvo wagon. You think he's a stalker, for Christ's sake? This is Drew.
Let her be.
The wagon part
Okay,
holds
so...
bodies. It's
so-
sitting in the back.
Yeah, he's got a rolling morgue. It's great. So Drew comes... so he
Doesn't come
meets
to
you,
pick-
doesn't
no,
pick
no,
you
no,
up.
we meet at a coffee shop.
Mhm.
And then we just talk there. And if it works, great. Then
Mm-hmm.
you can say, oh, you know what? I heard da-da-da's playing up the street.
Right.
Species 2 with Natasha
Yeah,
Henstridge.
yeah.
Yeah, it's playing up the street. So let's go
Species
there.
too. So you go see the movie.
I saw that last night.
And then let's say it goes well. A little hand-holding in the movie,
Oh,
perhaps?
I don't touch on the first date. Do not touch me.
How about grabbing?
Oh, that's okay.
No grab, no touch?
Nothing. Zero.
No
Don't
kissy?
kiss me.
No
nothing.
kissy?
No, I might like do an air kiss on the cheek type kind of thing.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't know what it is. I get so
Mm-hmm.
nervous and giddy, and I just can't. And maybe like the third date.
Third
then I can
date,
kiss you.
that's when the sex happens. right?
No, the kiss, and that's it. And it's usually a goodbye kiss.
So it's sex on the second date and kissing on the third?
No.
No. You're not that easy.
No, I'm not.
No, wait, Drew's like a crowbar. He's like the human crowbar. He'll get right in your pants. He really is. He's like a Houdini. Houdrewy, we call him. He can take a woman's bra off with telepathy. I've seen him do it. Women just walking down the street. Drew, focus on her back. Snap. Believe me. He'll feed you something he's concocted in the lab. You'll be all his.
Kim.
Hi, my
Hi.
question's for Tyra.
Yes?
I know you used to be on The Fresh Prince, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if you're going to do any more acting in the future.
Yeah, I took off a year and a half of acting, of any acting pursuits because of my book. It took 2 years for me to write, and I wanted to really concentrate on it. And I didn't want to be modeling and writing a book and acting and doing everything, so I took off. But this year, I'll definitely be doing something. Don't know what yet, but I'm reading a lot of scripts, and I want
Well,
to
you,
do something.
you get a lot of movie offers, right?
All the time.
Right. But
All
you,
the
you want to
time.
do a good project.
I want to do a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, see, that's smart. I don't understand why, I don't know why, but the guy from Friends is jumping into my mind.
Matt LeBlanc?
Yeah.
Matt LeBlanc. Matt LeBlanc, and a lot of stars do this. They have a hugely successful TV show. I mean, they're top of the world, and they venture into the feature-length films, and they do Ed. This is the movie about a orangutan plays third base for a AAA baseball team. And it's the worst pile of crap ever. And, you'd rather watch the orangutan just fling his own feces for 2 hours than watch this movie. Why do they do it? I mean, you got money. I mean, Tyra, you got money in the bank.
That's
I know.
why I don't. That's why I don't, because my modeling gives me the
Well, what do you need?
luxury to
Yeah.
be picky with the whole acting.
Right, and you
thing.
can screw up your career. You do a couple
Totally.
of bad movies.
Exactly.
So you read the scripts and you find the right
Read
part.
them all, and I'm like,
Now, what kind of good stuff are they? Are they proposing some like action films and leading
I've
girl?
had action stuff.
Yeah.
I have this one where it's like this basketball player girl on the table now.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
What are you, 6 foot?
I'm 5'10", so it'd be good.
Yeah, it's good. But
Yeah.
you can wear Do they have like
Lifts.
sneaker pumps or something? Yeah, you can
I just
shoot
put
a
a lot
little
of
hoop.
strip girls around me, you know.
They don't have anything where you're throwing spinning heel kicks and firing Uzis and stuff like that?
No.
Yeah.
There was one
That's how I'd cast
that
it.
I met this director for, and I was supposed to wear this really big afro. It was supposed to be in the 70s, and it was
Mm-hmm.
all action. And I told them, I have pictures of me with afros on, so I sent all these modeling pictures of afros to the studio, and they loved it. And I never heard from him again, so
Really?
I don't know what's going on with that. But that's fine. Who
Yeah.
cares? I have Victoria's Secret and CoverGirl and Swatch and contracts, and I'm fine.
Yeah, what's going on with that Victoria's Secret? That
I
stuff
have a
is all
contract
over the
with them
place.
now. Yeah, I have an exclusive
Yeah,
contract.
you and who are all of them?
There's only 2 ever. I'm the second. The first was Stephanie Seymour.
She seems a little weird to me, that Stephanie Seymour.
Why?
She
Which one is she?
just seems like the devil.
The devil?
If you wanted to hump the devil real bad, she would be the devil.
Why do you say that?
She has a look like she's real sexy, but she looks a little evil. She has a little
What's the
something
point?
up.
No?
There's a little something up with her?
No, I don't really know her too well, but no, she seems like a
She don't
nice
worship
person.
the devil at all?
I don't think so.
Okay. I don't know. Drew, you know what we're talking about? No, anyway. There's all these great ads going on, and they're wearing wings, and they're running around in the panties, and it's great. It's really great. Kim?
You just finished talking to
Oh, we did? All right.
All right, Kim?
I'm getting ready, Kim.
Okay, bye.
All right. What does she want? Something
Yeah.
about movies?
No, don't worry.
Okay.
All right.
Jay,
Yeah, I'm here.
you're 25.
Yeah, I'm 25.
What's going on?
I have a question. About 4 years ago, I met this girl from a strip bar in San Francisco. She's a stripper.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so we went out.
Uh-oh. Hold on. Drew's spidey sense is tingling. There's one guy who calls in with a bogus call about once every 3 months, and Drew always knows. Drew? Not yet? All right, Jay, go ahead.
Oh, it's real. Anyway, so we went out.
What strip bar was it?
Which one was?
Yeah.
Cinema.
Cinema?
Yeah, Market Street.
Uh-huh.
Francisco.
Is that like
San Francisco, I just was there like 2 days ago.
where you weren't performing at that strip bar? Where
No, not that one.
you're down the street.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, so Jay, you met a girl at the strip bar. She was dancing?
Anyway, so we started going out. That was 4 years ago.
Right.
And over time, I learned that she was raped and all that stuff when she was younger. Anyway, and then I started helping her through schools and stuff like that. We hung out. We traveled together a couple times. But one thing that bothered me is from time to time when we have sex, she would ask me for money.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time, but sometimes she does. And she would justify it by saying 2 things. One,
I'm going to hear this.
it keeps her feel that she is in control, meaning she's getting money from guys, and so...
That is an interesting statement, actually, because that's in fact what makes people do that kind of thing. But go ahead. What's the other one?
All right.
Okay. Second one was, well, she needed the money, and, I wanted sex, so...
All right, that's not a reason. That's the second reason.
There's all kinds of layers to that.
There are 2 reasons why she wanted money. First is she wanted to be in control, and second is...
wanted money.
She wanted money?
But people, there are all kinds of reasons for this.
How
okay?
much?
Oh, sometimes $100.
$100.
Some of it is to feel empowered. Some of it is to push you away and avoid intimacy. Some of it is to objectify you. Some of it, there's all kinds of levels that can be expressed in this sort of an interaction.
Hold on. Could you barter?
Have I what?
Could you barter with her at all?
Adam, come on.
I mean, was it 100 for everything?
Yeah.
What about like just oral sex? 50?
I mean, yeah, I never tried. I mean, and
You don't
she
argue.
doesn't want it all the time. I mean, sometimes she would do it for nothing.
Give you a freebie?
Sometimes you do it for free. I was like,
She always wants me to give her.
That's wonderful. That's heartwarming, isn't it?
sometimes you do it for free.
She always wants me to give her gifts. So, like, when I go to stores and walk around, she will want to make me buy a perfume here, a dress there. And
That's
nothing
normal. I mean, I'm not saying it's right, but that's just, I'd have friends that are like that.
Did she ever do that for you? Buy stuff?
Buy me stuff?
Yeah.
A couple times. A little thing.
One
All right,
time
but
she
Jay-
took the 100 he
all right,
gave him and bought him a donut.
What is the question, though? What is the purpose
The
of it?
question is, does her history of being raped have anything to do with her, first, not seeing sex as a sacred thing or as
Right.
something that...
It's not about sacredness. It's about intimacy, and she cannot. Intimacy is too scary, and physical intimacy has all kinds of meaning to her that she can't tolerate.
Okay, but she has been through the healing programs and all that stuff.
Like what?
Well, she's been through classes, and she's known her problems. I mean, she's 33 now. I mean, she's, had this problem with...
All right, but is she still asking for money?
But you're saying she's not fixed.
Well, this may not be something that can be fixed. It's sort of something that gets contained and can be improved upon, but this is something that's sort of fixed into the hard wiring sometimes. But I suspect that somebody that looks upon her problem as something that she goes to class for is not somebody that's likely to have gone too far in treatment.
And she's tripping every night. Come on now. That's not helping her.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is still, she still hates man. She still hates being
Always
controlled.
amazing how stupid guys are.
Yeah.
I really am.
Yeah.
They can have sex, and once they're having sex, they can just rationalize anything.
Right.
Yeah.
They really can. She could, he could open a refrigerator and find a human skull in there. And he'd probably say something if it was after he had sex with her, but he'd probably keep it to himself for the next 15 while he got some, and then he might bring it up later on. Guys are so pathetic that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Women need to know that. They need to understand they're in control.
Yeah, you understand
Totally
that,
in
Tyra?
control.
Yeah.
I'm so in control.
Yeah. I don't know. I like being in charge, so I don't know. I don't know if this us dating thing's a good idea, Tyra. I really don't.
Kind of blows your cover. Mike.
Mike? Oh, is Mike asleep too?
No, I'm right here.
All right. Is your name Mike?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you answer to it, you idiot?
I'm sorry.
All right, it's not his real name.
All right.
You're 24.
I'm 24.
All right, we're going to tease your question. We'll go to break, and then we'll come back and get to it. So tell us what it is.
I have 2 girlfriends, but one lives out of state and one lives here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm supposed to get married to the one that lives out of state, and I just met the one that lives here, and I'm starting to like her a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
The one that lives here, I got her pregnant the other day.
The other day.
True. Yeah. What'd you do yesterday, Mike? Took the dog to the park, rotated my tires, knocked this chick up. I took a nap. That's about it. Drew, what are you doing?
I'm looking for something.
What are you going for? See, I'm like a Pavlovian dog. When Drew goes for his wallet during a call, I think it's gambling time. But I couldn't figure out what he wanted to gamble on with Mike.
Nothing. No.
No, you all right?
Yeah.
All right, you can't hold off any
going to
bizarre
break.
movements until after we go to
I'm
break?
sorry to disturb your high level of concentration.
You know,
the laser beam and the focus that you maintain.
You know, I'm just lashing out because the last 15 female guests have been hot on you. What is this? He's really not that much better looking than I am.
Doctor.
It's the voice. His voice is really calm.
Okay, baby. We'll be back with Tyra Banks after this. Hey, play that thing one more time, and be about time to get out of here. Hey, Drew, you done yawning?
Just as soon as you talk, it's amazing. That is Pavlovian. You open your mouth, start speaking, I yawn.
Drew starts yawning. Tyra Banks is here. Tyra is the author of the book, Tyra's Beauty.
Yeah.
I'm getting tired. Inside and Out, and it's a real book. It is. It's absolutely a real book, but it's easy reading. Big color picture of Tyra on the front. You can't miss it, and just Tyra. Lots of Tyra. Tyra working out. Tyra stretching. Tyra talking about smell coming from the underpants, and lots of stuff going on with Tyra. I overheard Tyra say she just got a mammogram during the last break. Is that all right? Can we talk about that?
Yeah, it was horrible. It was absolutely
was?
horrible, yeah.
Yeah.
Really young for that.
Yeah, but I had like
A question.
or whatever.
You had a
yeah.
question? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine. I'm fine.
You want Drew to give it a second opinion? Sure can do that. You can do it, and I can watch. I can hold the
Yeah, I got
mic.
a sonogram, and my doctor looked at that, and she said, I need a mammogram. Which
Oh,
is
really?
weird. I'm only 24.
What's a sonogram? How's that work? Ultrasound?
Microphone and like you. It's a microphone.
Yeah, but it's the one. Isn't it the one they use? Where don't they have to put some oil
Jelly.
or something on it?
Jelly.
Oh, jelly.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. So all right. So let me just. This is not sexual. I just
Okay.
want to talk about this for a second. Yeah, obviously they have to disrobe, right?
Yeah.
They let you leave your pants on?
Of course.
Oh, they do?
They don't need all that.
You get draped.
Yeah.
You get draped?
Mhm.
What is that?
Towels.
Give you a towel? And then they put jelly on your breasts?
Mm-hmm.
Do you get to put the jelly on yourself?
They do.
Oh, really?
It's in a-
It's in a tube, yeah,
It's
and
in
it's kind of cold.
They just put the jelly right on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they feel all over it.
And then they rub all over.
All
With
kinda-
their hand or the sound
With
thing?
their fingers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this a guy?
No, it was a girl.
Lesbian, huh?
I don't know. I requested a girl.
Listen, Tyra, you know she went home that night and told whoever
I have
it
a
was.
story about that, you know.
I just grabbed Tyra's boobs. Yeah? What happened?
I did a photo shoot with this photographer. He was doing an exhibit of black models, the top black models. And he painted all the black models black, like literally black, like, you know, the color black. And there were nudes, but I don't do nudes like from the front. It was like from the back, like they painted my whole back. But they wanted to paint my whole torso just in case any of it showed in the picture.
Right.
So I requested a female makeup artist because she's going to be painting my naked torso.
Right.
Like, it has to be a female. It has to be a female. So I'm at the photo shoot, and she's, like, painting me all over or whatever, and it was fine. I was nude, and we did the pictures from the back.
Yeah, it wasn't even any film in the camera. I got news for you. I know how these guys operate.
So the next day, all my friends tell me that this girl lives in their neighborhood, and she's running to everybody. She's a lesbian.
Of course.
And she's running to everybody saying how she got to paint my titties and how she was thinking. I mean, can I say titties?
Oh, well. Yeah, it's okay. Go ahead. That's fine.
And how she just loved it so much, and it's a fantasy, and I was like, oh my God.
Now, what would you rather, a heterosexual man paint your titties or a lesbian woman?
Oh, I don't know.
Is that a coin toss?
Same thing.
Yeah, it is the same thing.
I mean, you know,
It's
like the
true.
same attraction.
No, I know. This is why I try to say, but they'll never go along with me. I tell gay men all the time, look, you guys are in hog heaven when you go into a locker room at a gym. Bunch of sweaty guys standing around naked with soap on a rope hanging from their neck, lathering up in the shower and bending over and toweling off and shaving. Come on, please. And they always say, they get real indignant and go, no, you don't understand. That's not attractive at all. It's like, hey, listen, there's a playgirl on the passenger seat of your Miata. Why is this not exciting? You walk around and seeing nude men in a locker room. Well, it doesn't do it for me. It's not. That's a crock of crap, of course. Yeah, this is, if you're into this physically, I mean, if you're attracted by females and you get to rub a briquette on Tyra Banks' chest, and, you know, that's exciting. If, in fact, that's what you're into. Okay. I could go for that myself. 'Cause I like that. I'm a breast man.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, that's my thing. That's right. I'd have you. I know a lot of guys.
Most of the guys I date aren't, actually.
Yeah, they're not, right? Am I right?
Totally not.
I try to tell that to a lot of people. You women think all guys are into the big breasts.
Totally
It's not true.
At all. Not true. Not true.
It's like a vegetarian going to Arby's, just sitting there and eating ketchup out of the packet or something. What a waste.
What a waste.
Look at smack those guys around. I would worship your breasts. I would treat your breasts like the queens they are. Mike?
Yeah.
You're 24.
Yes, I am.
What's going on there?
I think I'm in trouble.
This
guy. Yeah, Mike. He's got the fiance that's out of town.
Well, she lives in another state, but she's coming over this summer to live here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know how to explain the person that got pregnant, and plus we somehow managed to become boyfriend and girlfriend too.
Mm-hmm.
And
you somehow listen to that language.
Poor Mike.
He's engaged to be married and somehow managed to develop a girlfriend relationship.
Yeah, Mike.
Totally not in his control, right?
Yeah, Mike treats.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, man, it's like he's pollen blowing in the wind or something, and he landed on some flower, and I mean, what the hell's going on with this sound, Drew? Is this echo driving you nuts?
Mike.
You know what that is, Mike?
What?
Okay, it's bad. We're better.
Thanks, Mike. Mike gets pissed when he has to do his job. You ever notice that? Uh-oh. Okay, Mike. Come on, don't F around.
What's that, Mike?
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
Well, you already have. You have. You're going to have to face the music here. I think the very least you can do is terminate the marriage plans.
The marriage?
Plans.
Plans? But I'm in love with that woman.
Well,
please, Mike, you a-hole. You're so in love
have...
with her, you're banging around with some other girl that you're falling in love with. How in love can you be?
It's hard to explain. I had to get I don't know how, somehow.
Mike, you're all class, Mike.
Yeah, Sir Walter Raleigh over here.
Mike.
You got your cock wet even without a condom. I mean, first of all, you're cheating on her, and then you're like doing it without a condom. That's just gross.
All right, let's hold on. Wait a minute. I'm putting a moratorium on the C word here.
All
right, there. As engineer Mike's head's going to explode over there. All right, Tyra, stop saying this the C word over there.
I didn't say a C word.
Well,
male C word.
The male C word.
Condom.
Condom on the.
There. Thank you,
say
Mike.
that.
Yeah, you did. You were just repeating what Mike said. Don't worry about it. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Oh, I don't repeat what he said. I wasn't.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Because I don't even use that word.
No.
It's a weird word to me.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even register. It was like you were speaking French or something. Well, actually, not you speaking French. There's a line. Hey, you allowed to cuss with a thick accent, Mike? No. All right.
Mike, look, you say you have this new girl as a girlfriend, too, that you love her also.
No. I just...
Well, how could she be a girlfriend, then? How could she somehow be a girlfriend?
Well, see, the woman I'm engaged to, I haven't seen her in 6 months because she's going to college somewhere else.
Well, maybe you're putting too much stress on that relationship. Maybe it's not built on any real strength. Maybe she needs to have an opportunity to develop her life at her school, develop new friends. You need to go on with your present girlfriend.
Does the girlfriend you got pregnant want to keep the baby?
Yeah.
She does.
I mean, Mike,
all right, now you're in a world of hurt. And you didn't wear a condom, did you?
Well, obviously.
I did, but it slipped off and she got pregnant.
I never believe that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Listen, Mike,
Yeah.
you didn't wear a condom. Stop lying to me.
Okay.
Okay. See that? Please. Stupid bastard. He could have said yes, and I would have gone for a second time. All right, Mike, why cheat, by the way? Listen, all you guys who cheat, you got to wear a condom. I mean, don't cheat, but if you're going to cheat...
Respect that other woman, because you're going to go to your real girlfriend and screw her, too, without one, and then you're going to be passing stuff around. It's disgusting. I'm so disgusted by this. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sorry about your sensibilities here. Tyra doesn't even hold hands on the fifth date.
Send your team out for Mike.
Yeah. Tyra, I have a band of guys who wear dark sunglasses and Hawaiian shirts, and I send them out across the country to confiscate genitalia. And Mike is a prime candidate. And then what we do is we label it, and we put it in a bunker,
and
though I can't explain
too.
where it is.
There's a retrieval date.
That's right. Yeah, Mike wouldn't be...
2004.
Yeah, we'd like colonize the moon before Mike got his penis back. All right, Mike, stop having sex with people. Do not get married. And, I don't know, work stuff out with the one you got pregnant.
And get prepared to be a father and think about how you're going to fulfill that responsibility.
Sarah.
Hi.
You're 21.
Yes. Hello, Dr. Drew and Adam.
Sarah?
Hey.
What?
Hey, hi.
Hi.
Okay.
My question's for Tyra. Hello. My boyfriend lives 3,000 miles away, and he's come out to see me very often. He's in the process of moving out here, and I'm overweight, and he has seen me naked, and he sees no big deal with it. I'm a little uncomfortable with it. I'm in the process of losing weight. I was just wondering what I can do to kind of boost my self-esteem a little bit.
Hold on. Tyra's got a chapter in her book on self-esteem.
Yeah, I have a section in my book, in my relationships chapter, and
there it is.
Relationship chapter is called Sex Dated.
Page 68. There it is. Lose weight, lard ass.
No.
That's it.
Stop. Do not listen to him. Page 152. It's called Touch But Don't Look. And I talk about girls being obsessed with their bodies and how they're so obsessed because, he likes models and likes this and likes Pamela Anderson. But if he didn't like you, he wouldn't be with you. He'd be with that if he could get it. But,
Oh, no, duh.
But what I'm saying is I have this it's called touch but don't look. In other words, you can touch it but don't look at me, let's do it in the dark or whatever. And he's with you. He wants to be with you. And that's just something that you have to realize.
Yeah, the guy's relocating. I mean, he's pulling up stakes. He's moving 3,000 miles away.
Is he in New York or Florida or something?
He's in Philadelphia.
In Philadelphia.
But even guys, once they make, and I mean this, even guys, once they make a connection with a person, it becomes about the person.
Yeah. It does.
And about the relationship.
It totally does.
Yeah.
And I even talk about, in my book, I talk about having my own insecurities. Like people say, oh, Tyra, you're a model and you don't have anything. When I'm in pictures, they totally retouch them and make it look like something totally different. They make my waist, which I wish was smaller. They make it how I would like it to be.
Really?
And so, like, when I'm with a guy and, like, he's squeezing on my waist, I'm like, oh, my God, is he thinking it doesn't look like the Sports Illustrated cover? It doesn't feel like this, doesn't feel like that.
He has no
I'm saying,
blood in his brain. Don't worry about it. It's all in this grind. He doesn't know how to think, barely talk.
But all girls have certain insecurities. And just remember, he's coming out to see you. He loves you. He wants to be with you.
You got the photographers do that? They airbrush or
Yeah, they
take away?
retouch stuff and make it perfect
Christ's sake.
looking.
MTV, those goddamn photographers, they add stuff on. They gave me a double chin. They gave Drew a zit.
They gave you a monobrow?
All right. Shut Tyra's mic. I've had enough of that. All right, Sarah?
Yes.
Listen, this has nothing to do with him and everything to do with you. He loves you. He's coming out there. He wants to be with you. If you don't feel good about yourself, you're not going to be able to get yourself to feel good through him. That's something, that's your own project. You understand?
Yes.
All right, so work on that.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
All right. We'll go to break. I'm gonna cry, and then we'll be back. You is, and it is, and we are. Tyra Banks is here. Tyra's beauty, inside out. Oh, inside and out. I'm sorry, I didn't see the and there. Tyra signed a nice book to me. Oh, wait a minute. Whose book is this? Oh, this is Drew. Is that your wife?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you had Tyra sign one to your wife?
Yeah.
It's broken the poor girl's heart doing that. She's going to put a hit on your wife and become the new Mrs. Drew.
That. I enjoyed signing it for her.
Yeah. Here's mine. Adam, my hairy friend. That's nice.
I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Drew just felt Tyra again, by the way. Last time Tyra was in here, she made up some trumped-up excuse about food poisoning and had Drew feel the abdomen. Tonight, she had something about some kind of swollen gland in her neck or wanting to get her
but it is
nodes
swollen.
removed.
He said it's very swollen. He said it's salivary, though, not tonsils.
This one.
Really? Why? Is one side tonsils, one side salivary?
The tonsils are way back in here.
Back in your brain?
But they can, the nodes in here drain from the tonsils.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my nodes, he says, is swollen, kind of.
Yeah.
But then the other one is a salivary gland.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But
the point is,
get like a double chin thing.
another thinly veiled excuse for Drew to come touch you, Tyra, please.
Do you want to touch me?
I just want to just thump you once, like a melon. Could I just thump your arm or something?
Yeah.
Your hand?
Yeah.
Drew's got to feel your abdomen and your chin, and I get to touch your hand.
My cheek, on my face. The hair is not that scratchy on your hand.
It's like rubbing a velvet painting, Drew. Oh, that's wonderful.
Oh, you don't have hair on your hands.
No, I don't. And let me tell you something. All right, I'm done.
Now you have nice hands.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Really, really nice hands.
Oh, really?
Actually. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
nice
something.
squared off fingertips.
And believe me, they know where they're going too, right, Drew?
Yeah. I hate fingers that taper, like when men's fingers taper like that. I hate that.
Yeah.
Yours are like squared off. That's nice.
Yes. Look at that. Very powerful too.
Very powerful.
Very
But you don't
masculine,
have
but
many lines though.
but delicate. Yeah. Look at
Lines
Drew's
are-
ugly hands. Drew, show him those ugly hands of yours. Look at that. That's a mess. It's like he's it's like he got a job in a kitchen or something.
But you were talking about Drew looking like a burn victim. Your hand looks like a burn victim. You have like no lines hardly.
Yeah.
You see that?
That's all right. That's just my wealth, success, and have you seen the lump?
So you have lines. Huh?
Rub the lump. That's the lucky lump.
Ooh, is that from writing?
That's the mound of V.
No, it's from.
It's broken?
No, it's from boxing. I used to be a boxing trainer. I used to hold these pads, and guys would punch them, and it put a big lump in my hand.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh, yes, I'm a Renaissance man, my dear. It's not all about writing, comedy, and poetry for me.
Or any other intellectual
indulge
pursuits.
in the manly pursuits of boxing.
Schlong.
Okay. Hey, Jack.
Hello.
You're 35.
Yes.
Hey, Engineer Mike, play a couple of good Drew drops. A couple of those good out-of-context Drew drops to bring him down to earth. Could you please do that? Play something good.
Say something.
You're gay. Jack, what's going on?
Hello.
Yeah, Jack. Jack, go right ahead.
Come on, give me a good one.
Wait, come on. Listen to Jack.
Has he got a problem?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Sorry, Jack.
Question I got for you.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend was in a bad car accident.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She was in a coma for a while, and now she's kind of coming out of it. Before that, we was planning on getting married and moving into my house down here.
Where do you live?
I live down in Cincinnati.
Oh, that's the airport I saw Drew's penis in.
All right.
Yeah.
Just trying to tie it in.
What's her state right now? What's happening with her?
Well, she's kind of paralyzed on the right side.
Yeah.
They still got to do some more operations on her.
On what?
She had some neck injuries,
Mhm.
and her diaphragms are messed up.
Oh boy.
And
where are your diaphragms?
Is it right here?
Yeah. Let's see what
below your lungs.
Yeah.
Off your
What do you use that for?
breathing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
a bad accident, they rupture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And how does
Hernia.
one side of you get paralyzed that way? A head trauma?
Yeah, she had head trauma on the left side.
So the right side's paralyzed.
Yeah, it was bruised.
Oh.
Bad.
Okay.
So she had what's called a cerebral contusion.
Yeah.
So she is going to be potentially a different person now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she a different person?
Yeah, well, she's a different person, but
Emotionally? Hold on, Tyra, you gonna drink that water?
it's like, she has trouble talking because she's got trachea in her.
Oh boy.
But
What's your question, Jack? We got the picture. What do you want to ask us?
just, should I go ahead and stick with her and go ahead and make a life with her, or is it time to move on and find
Oh
somebody
boy.
else?
Does she remember you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you gotta stick around there.
Yeah, she's got full
Let's say if she
memory.
didn't remember you.
She, asked me to have sex with her right there in the hospital room, and
With the trachea tube and everything?
yeah, just like she is.
Can you perform oral sex with a trachea
Oh, you
tube?
cut it out.
Well, I'm just asking. Listen, Jack brought it up. I didn't bring it up.
She didn't say oral sex.
Well, I know, but he said sex in the hospital room. I thought oral. All right, hey, Jack.
All right, look, this is
It's his decision.
Were you attracted to her when she asked
Yeah,
that?
she begs me not to forget her.
Oh boy.
Last week she asked me to marry her.
Were you and you were planning to marry her, right?
Well, I told her, it's something I'd have to think about. We're going to have to,
What a tremendous stress and burden this is. But if you loved her to begin with, I would hope you would stick with her. But it's a huge responsibility.
But
and she may fully recover. I mean, sometimes people do completely recover from things like this, though usually there are significant changes in personality and affect and whatnot. But
she's also got 3 kids.
oh my God.
And, I live down here by myself in a 5-bedroom house.
Really? Who
Yeah,
left
that-
you? Who left you that, Jack?
Well, that's just something I obtained on my own.
What happened? Some uncle kick off or something?
No, it was a condemned house, and I got it and fixed it up.
Oh, all right. What do you do? Carpentry?
No, I'm a mechanic.
Work with metal?
No, it's cars.
No welding?
No.
All right, you're okay. All right, Jack. I don't think we're going to be able to make this decision up for you, but you need some time. I mean, don't you think? I mean, here's what I would say to the girl if I were Jack.
What is this about now? 2 or 3 months into the illness, so
Right. I would say, listen.
give it 6 months.
Neither one of us is in any shape to make any decisions right now. Do not worry. I will not abandon you. You'll not be left here to rot in a hospital bed. I will stick with you. We'll work through this, and then we'll make these decisions when we're in better ways. I mean, even if it's BS, you don't want to traumatize someone who's already been traumatized this way.
She needs that
Oh,
support.
Right. And Jack, you don't have to make a all or nothing decision right now. The woman has a trachea tube. She's half paralyzed. If she asks you to get married, you just tell her, listen, let's wait till you get better, and we'll work through it. Meanwhile, assure her that you're not going anywhere. Oh, I don't know what the hell I would do. I'd keep you, though, Tyra. I really would.
Thank you.
Yeah. Especially if you wanted sex in the hospital bed
Steve?
that way. Because those things are adjustable. Steve.
Yes.
What's happening over there?
Not too much. How you doing, guys?
No, yeah, we're good.
Love the show. Catching a little snack here.
Yeah, that's nice.
Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, what I'm wondering, basically, is if sexual abstinence could be physically harmful in any way.
What do you mean by abstinence?
Well, I don't mean like I'm going to become a member of the clergy here, but, I found recently that by being chaste for small periods of time here and there, make sex with my girlfriend, like, much more intense.
What was the word he used?
Chaste.
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 It translates.
It's a way of saying, like, chastity.
Yeah, it's pronounced chaste.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that term.
Well, anyways, so I was just kind of
All
wondering.
right, how long? How long were you chaste?
Oh, I don't know, a couple of days here and there. I mean,
You didn't have sex for 2 days? Your new man?
A week, maybe.
A week? You think it'd be damaged?
I thought he was talking like a year.
Please, I didn't have sex for years at high school.
I haven't had sex for like a year, 2 years.
Please,
I swear.
stop that.
Oh my gosh, totally.
Really?
Yeah, and it's no problem. But
it isn't?
I'm not like gonna dry up and shrivel away.
I got a problem with that. I really do.
Well, I don't
That
mean
is a big waste of woman. You understand that? That's like a Ferrari not being driven.
He's mad at you, Tyra.
Yeah. You have a certain obligation when you're born with that body. You really do. This is when I'm in charge, Drew. Girls like Tyra will be forced to have sex at least once a month.
All right.
Please.
Your Royal Highness.
I know you've had sex. You probably were like having sex with Mickey Rourke or Wilt Chamberlain or something.
Gross.
Please.
No.
No?
I've gone forever. Yeah,
Really?
when I was in Paris. Oh my gosh, totally. Like when I was modeling.
Why didn't you give it up?
When I was modeling in Paris, huh?
You didn't like the French guys?
No.
Yeah.
I just had no desire, and I wasn't like, ooh, I gotta get some.
That uncircumcised baguette that got there that turns
Steve,
the ladies off.
there is such a thing as prostate hygiene. That prostate can get irritated if you go long
That's what
periods
my
of time.
book's going to be titled.
And if you delay ejaculation, if you do a lot of straining, alcohol tends to be not so good for it.
Right.
But what you're describing is
You're taking a week off.
Yeah.
You're talking
Married
about
couples
camping.
Sometimes, I mean,
Look,
you
when
know,
you- yeah,
do
when
it
you-
like
when you
every
have-
other week sometimes.
Please.
When you
of
have
course.
kids,
Fine.
Isn't there a Taoist thing where that's
Yeah.
where you
Yeah, it's supposed to give you
the
strength.
orgasm a great thing
Yes.
if you hold back?
Yes, but if you really hold back, it can be kind of irritating to the prostate, but it's not anything that's going to hurt anybody.
And believe me, I would rather have an 8 30 times a month than a 10 twice a year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, all orgasms are good. My girlfriend told me to stop playing with myself, though, by the way. I don't know if I told you that, Drew.
Did she say that for real?
Yeah, she did. She did. She said, she told
That
me
makes you
on...
last too long, you know, when you like
Oh, it does?
masturbate too much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Get all desensitized, and then like you get kind of bored with her because you know how to make it feel good the right way if you keep on doing it all the time. And then she's playing with it, and you're like, no, it's not the
Well,
way.
the problem is it's for a man. I mean, that's it. That's your incentive. That's your will to get up, to get out of bed. That's your will to
How
live
often
right
did
there.
you do it before she told you to slow down?
Well, put it this way. She told me Sunday night to stay away from myself, and I'm about 15 in the hole. I look at myself right now between
Did you see
15
Drew
and
just
20.
at the table?
True
Just like
knows.
he does when he signs a book?
No, I was good. Yeah, I was at least once a day. At least. So I'm way behind now.
Once a day? That's a lot.
Really? It is?
Yeah. Don't you think that's a lot?
For a guy with a relationship, that's bizarre.
Yeah, it's weird to
All right,
me.
but Drew, I work weeknights.
Hey, would
I
you
don't
do it in
see
the
her.
bed when she was in the bed too?
No.
Like when she was asleep?
Oh, well, she's asleep. All bets are off.
Really? I bet she felt the bed shaking and stuff and was grossed out. I'm sure.
How often do you have sex with her?
It's like once a week because I only see her on the weekends.
Oh, then that's okay.
Yeah, I got to take care of
Chill
business.
out.
Yeah, anyway, she told me to, Lynette, she told me to calm down during the week, so.
Yeah, calm down.
She's telling
Believe me,
there's some other message in there, too, by the way.
All right, Drew. All right, let's
Yeah.
not. No. Let's
Yeah,
not.
something. I
Let's
don't know what that means.
let's not.
Let's go to break.
Okay,
We'll talk
let's
more
do
after
that.
that.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm
Yeah.
getting the shakes now.
I
though.
see that.
All right, we'll be back. With Tyra Banks. No, I have not really seen much gay porn, but I've been to an adult bookstore or two, and there's no separation between the straight porn and the gay porn. So you're walking down the long line of magazines, and you're going, hey, looky here. Hey, what's this? All right. And you drift into the gay section, and it takes you a minute to process because you've been looking at so much skin
And
and
it
penis
still
and everything,
continues
and you're
to
like,
turn you on.
hey, what's going on here? Hey, those guys are hugging. Hey, oh, no. Come on. They should put a cone up. They really need to put like one of those Caltrans cones up to mark the gay section.
A big pink triangle.
All right, Tyra's beauty, inside and out.
I know, my book. You know what? I was listening yesterday to the radio, and you guys were saying, what am I talking about? Breaking ground in the modeling industry.
Oh,
There's no such thing as
please.
that.
Oh, you were listening to that?
Yes, and I was like, I've broken so many
I know.
barriers.
That was true. I
And